Fortnite and Springfield have combined to create a Simpsons crossover crammed with secrets, Easter eggs, and so many references to the TV show. So today we're going to look at 69 of them. I'm Adamaru, hello there, it's been a while. Let's do this. In the town centre, the comic book store is a literal treasure trove of Easter eggs, from Han Solo's blaster to Krusty the Clown encased in carbonite, and that's just 2 Star Wars references. But actually, let's start with this. All the people banned from this store. And this guy on the right is none other than Matt Groening, the man who created The Simpsons and Futurama. Also banned from the Android's dungeon is Sideshow Bob, who gets another Easter egg in the form of the rakes we can step on, taking a shot to the face just like Bob did many times before us. Another banned character is Nelson Muntz, the school bully, and he gets his own Easter egg too every time we take out a boss character. And yep, that laugh has been heard countless times in the show.
Enjoy your test.
All this brings us to the last photograph of Bart and Milhouse. They are also banned. This one we have proof of, as the duo stopped the comic book guy from taking advantage of Martin's mum.
Don't do it, lady. That stuff's worth thousands. Yeah, he's ripping you off.
Smile, please. Thank you.
Banned for life. Probably the most iconic skit in the show is the couch shot at the start of each episode. And yeah, we can totally do this in game, and I thought I'd try this in a solo match to see if other players felt the same way. I was almost right, but then I was wrong. That's not the Easter egg I want to show though. In the Simpsons house, take a look at the refrigerator. A date is marked, December 17th, 1989. This was the day the first ever Simpsons episode aired, almost 36 years ago. And while you're here, be sure to look up to spot some muddy footprints on the roof. But those aren't human-shaped, those are pig-shaped, and they belong to a certain little plopper from the Simpsons movie.
Spider Pig does whatever a spider pig does.
A lesser known reference are the steamed hams. They're just normal hamburgers, but their meaning goes a little deeper, as over at Principal Skinner's house, we can find his oven on fire. In the show, Skinner was having a meal with Superintendent Chalmers and accidentally burnt their lunch. So he quickly ran to Krusty Burger to cover up his mistake.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Somehow he got away with it, and I wouldn't be surprised if this POI is burnt down in a few weeks.
You steam a good ham.
I'm sure you've seen the Easter egg to remove the head of the town square statue, and then we can wear it to block a headshot. This is actually in the intro segment of the show, as the bully saw it off and it lands here. Well, this one goes a little deeper too. Bart once wanted to impress the local bullies, so at the dead of night, he stealthed his way to the Jebediah statue and sawed off his head. The growing guilt became so bad, the head began to speak to him.
I hope you're not planning to do what I think you're doing.
Sorry, man.
And now we can wear it like headshot armor. How times change. Over in the Noiseland arcade are a bunch of gaming cabinets, and every single one of them is a reference to the show. Half month was the Simpsons reference to Fortnite, which in the UK Fortnite is 2 weeks or half a month. The key art is made to mirror the original Fortnite artwork from back when Save the World was everything. What makes this funnier is the streamer in the show is a fully grown man-child who still lives with their mum and dad.
Dinner! Ma, I'm talking to 30 million people!
I'm not sure who that shade is towards, but I did find it amazing. Sorry, Nick.
Larry the Looter.
Larry the Looter was a theft game which Bart lost at in 10 seconds flat.
Oh.
This universe has Mortal Kombat, but it's called Bone Storm.
That looks entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
And Bart couldn't play it himself, so he decided to steal it from the store. And of course, he was caught. My favourite reference is Super Slugfest.
Whoa, 3 seconds, folks, a new record.
It's from an episode where Homer hires a kid at the arcade to teach him how to play a boxing game in order to beat his son for the very first time. And just as he's about to achieve this dream, Marge pulls the plug.
Oh no!
And Bart says this.
I just like to use this occasion to announce my retirement, undefeated from the world of video boxing.
Triangle Wars was in the show for about 5 seconds.
What does this button do? Oh, now my ship is pooping more triangles.
And so was Escape from Grandma's House, where you had to escape from Grandma's house. Yeah, of course. 1485 is a nod to a Leonardo da Vinci episode, and Fruit Shoot is the Simpsons version of Fruit Ninja. Remember Fruit Ninja. Dash Dingo is supposed to be an Easter egg to Crash Bandicoot. This one became one of Lisa's favourite games, so much so she became totally addicted.
Now for breakfast, I'll have hash browns, coffee, and a short stack. And would it kill you to heat up the syrup?
And then we have the big super happy fun game. This one is from a level in another Simpsons game called The Simpsons Game, which I thought was about 10 years old, but no, it came out in 2007.
I'm old!
Over in Moe's Tavern, it's another place packed with nods to the show. Whether it's a photo of the B-Sharps, a barbershop quartet that played their final concert on top of a building, just like the Beatles did in real life. Hold up a minute, who is that guy? Shouldn't it be Apu? But for some reason he's been race swapped. Can someone explain this to me? Am I missing an episode? Was there another member I don't remember? Or was this AI generated? I think we need answers. Justice for Apu. Anyway, once again, I've been sidetracked. The Easter egg I want to look at is atop of the love machine, to see something decades in the making. An urn containing the ashes of Larry, the forgotten member of the Barfly group. After 35 years in the background, this character was killed off. This episode was written with the idea of asking men to check up on their buddies more often, especially the quieter ones in the friend group. So now I'm feeling quite guilty. In the end, Larry's urn saved Homer's life, and now his ashes sit on top of the love machine. Goodbye, Larry. You'll be a lesson to us all. Well, that was super sad, so let's answer the phone to hear a prank phone call from Bart.
Is Seymour there? Last name, Butts.
Seymour Butts. Hey, everybody, I want to see more butts.
There are actually multiple versions of this Easter egg, so it's worth picking up the phone every time you visit. Here are just a few that I heard.
B.O. problem. B.O. problem. Come on, guys, do I have a B.O. problem here?
You sure do!
Jock strap. Hey, guys, I'm looking for a jock strap. My crotch. My crotch. Hey, has anybody seen my crotch lately?
On the island are 3 bosses to find. Homer and Marge are decked out in their Halloween costumes.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Yes, we know you're evil Homer. These are from the annual Treehouse of Horrors show, which is why that treehouse was chosen to transition us away from Fort Nightmares last season. The other boss is Krusty the Clown. I found him at Camp Krusty. He has a balloon with him, which is another callback to a Simpsons game, this time from the arcade days. And that balloon was a massive part of a boss fight at Krusty Land. It's also possible to pick up a mission about Krusty, and it's depicted by this toy. In the show, that Krusty doll was bought by Homer for Bart, and it ran rampant trying to eliminate the family.
You, Homer Simpson.
Oh yeah? With what?
Even throwing it in the depths of the lake did not help. It came back again and again. In the end, the solution was super simple.
Yep, here's your problem. Someone set this thing to evil.
I love you, Homer.
Come here, you.
Speaking of Krusty the Clown, we can visit Camp Krusty, which everyone thought was a summer camp for kids. Krusty was not actually there, he was just a face on the TV, and it turns out this camp is actually a sweatshop forcing kids to create Krusty merch. If we claim the point in-game, this happens. Camp Krusty's flag is removed and replaced with Camp Bart, which in the show was more like Lord of the Flies as the kids took over. Another overlooked POI is Springfield Gorge. A ramp is even set up for you to jump over this. In the show, Bart tried to jump the chasm many times, failing dismally, and once Homer accidentally tried this too, and that didn't go too well. The Simpsons movie put this right, with the pair leaping across on a motorcycle, and in the past, even Peter Griffin and a UFO tried and failed this feat.
We're gonna make it! Trust me, we're not.
A funny thing to note here is the position of the reboot van. When Homer was eventually rescued from a failed attempt, the ambulance immediately crashed after saving him, and the reboot van is now a homage to that in Fortnite. Woohoo! If you ever visit somewhere owned by Montgomery Burns, be sure to press one of these special buttons. It's on the desk in his manor. This will release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
But in-game, the Dobermen have become Dobermen, henchmen crossed with security hounds, and we can find them many places on the island. Another Mr. Burns Easter egg can be found in the boxes we can stumble across. These mystery boxes were one of the ways Burns would misdirect people away from his shenanigans.
Or you can trade it all in for what's in this box. The box! The box!
So the battle bus has been turned into the Duff blimp, and players immediately noticed by thanking the bus driver, we're actually thanking Otto from The Simpsons, and rotate the camera around and you can see Otto's silhouette. I tried to get closer, but no, he's not really there. The iconic Duff brewery did not make it to Fortnite. Instead, it's here in spirit as Slurp Co. has hired Duffman as their new mascot. There is a Duff joke here though. In the factory, we can spot 3 vats with very different drinks.
And here we have Duff, Duff Light, and our newest flavor, Duff Dry.
And that's the gag. All of them go to the exact same pipe. People are drinking the exact same beverage, whatever it says on the label. There are so many more Easter eggs at this location, like the mascots from Duff's history. Sorry, Slurp Co.'s history. But a tiny detail that made me laugh is this. A simple picture of a guy with 8 billiard balls in his mouth. Fans of the show will remember Albert, who could fit 3 billiard balls in his mouth, and then we discovered Professor Rubbermouth, who could fit 5 billiard balls in his mouth. So it looks like a new record has now been set. Albert, I'm impressed. Well done. As the schoolhouse isn't part of the season, the repeated line gag on the chalkboard at the start of the show is now on the blimp instead. There are so many of these to read, from clues to events in the game, to messages from Flandid Leanders. Hi diddly ho, Looperinos!
Shut up!
Okay.
Here's my favourite one, You're in Danger. From that time, Homer and Peter were locked in battle.
I'm in danger!
And Ned Flanders is in the game, yet in the battle pass, his back bling is this, in case of left-handed emergency. And this is a nod towards his store that he opened, the Leftorium, products for those freaky left-handed people. Homer then wished for it to fail, which it did.
Too far.
And then the guilt forced him to bring it back and open it once again. So the battle pass is absolutely packed with Simpsons nostalgia, with Stupid Sexy Flanders the most eye-catching.
Stupid sexy Flanders!
But some of these are a little more niche, like the bowling ball cake. In the show, Homer bought himself a bowling ball and gave it to Marge for her birthday, expecting her to give it straight back. But Marge, out of spite, took up bowling, and damn, she's good at it these days.
Strike!
And one page of the battle pass is dedicated to Homer's love of inventing things, like his melee weapon. It's an electric hammer. There was a few teething issues on the TV show. And then we have this abomination. Homer calls the lazy man reclining toilet chair.
You can just lean back and let her rip.
Not only is this a glider in game, it comes with a huge hole to drop the kids off at the pool while staying seated in your comfy chair, and the flush is nice and close too. Homer did invent other things, like a makeup gun, so look out for that later in the season.
Homer, you've got it set on whore.
Oops.
Before we end, we have to visit the Aztec Theater in town, as it's filled with movie posters, like the Vindicator's Crystal War, which must be a ruse on the Avengers Infinity War. Whereas the Leprechaun Claus was a throwaway Christmas gag on screen in The Simpsons for a mere second, which means you've already looked at it longer in Fortnite right now. Wow. Old movie posters from Fortnite's past have been updated and switched to Simpsons models, including my beloved wobbly blobs, and also the old teaser for the Greek season now has a Springfield version with their take on Arnie. Honestly, there are so many posters to see here. So that's 69 Fortnite Easter eggs thanks to the Simpsons season, and I kinda wanna watch more Simpsons now, so I guess this type of advertising is working on me at least. I'm Adam, you're absolutely awesome. It's been a pleasure coming back to Fortnite. I hope to stay around more often now. See ya!